Hello guys. I've been recently asked on YouTube what are my VIOFO A129 Duo dash camera settings, and since I didn't want to write any novels in the answer, I figure out the best way to answer it is to make another video. So in this one I will show you exactly what settings I use. So first we power up the dash camera by switching on the contact, the ignition of the car. The camera will power itself right after, and it will start the automatic recording, as you can see right here. In order to access the menu, we stop the recording by pressing this rec button, and now we enter by pressing the first button in the menu. So the video resolution, since I use both cameras right now, is 1080p 30 fps for each of them. If you will remove the back video camera, you will be able to record up to 1080p 60 frames per second. Next, the bitrate. We scroll down with this arrow, so this is down. Bitrate, I put it like the best bitrate possible, and also, as you've seen from my last video, I've also increased the bitrate to like 29 megabits per second with that special firmware update. You can find it on YouTube also. Next, the way the camera is shown on the display. So I have the large image on front, and the small one, the back camera, in the back. Next, the recording is of 2 minutes length right here. You can select up to 10 minutes. Also, I've been asked how do I do to put one larger video recording, larger than 10 minutes, on YouTube with this dash camera. I use the software of the camera that I record with right now, the Sony Play Memories Home. So basically you can use any video editor to merge and to combine more videos to obtain a larger one. I will let it to 2 minutes in length. Wide dynamic range, I have it on. Exposure, it's the settings for the front camera and the back one. For the front camera it's set to 0, but for the back camera, because I had installed those black window tints, I usually let it to +1/3, so it will be a bit brighter to compensate for that black color. Okay, parking mode, I do not use them, but you are able to use it if you want, but you'll need to power up the camera to a secondary battery or straight to your car's battery. So I have it off. The G sensor for parking mode, I let it at high sensibility, but since I do not use it, it's inactive. This one also is detecting the movement in parking mode. It's selected to medium, but also I do not use it. Temporary recording is off. Motion detection, it's off also, and I don't know if that is a good thing, but since I cannot power the camera when the car is turned off, I do not see the point of it right now. The GPS is off. You can turn it on if you want. The speed way of the speed unit, kilometers per hour. G sensor, it's low sensitivity. The Wi-Fi is off. Here you have the date, which I have it on. The info on GPS, when it would be on, it would show the speed and the coordinates. Camera model also is shown. Audio recording, it's activated on. The screen turns off after 30 seconds. You can choose 1 or 3 minutes. Delayed start of the camera, as you could see, I have it off, but even so it takes a while for it to power up anyway. Date and hour, of course they are on, they're specified there. The GMT, the time zone, the language, the beeps of the camera are turned off. They are really annoying. The frequency here, it's set at 50 Hz. I strongly suggest, I advise you to use your country's frequency. So don't put it in 60 Hz just to get the 60 FPS if you live in a 50 Hz country, because your image, your video image will be will shake, it will have that ripple effect, and you really do not want that. So 50 Hz. Image rotation is off. Switching the back camera to the front also is off. Here you can format the micro SD card. It is really necessary to format it from within the camera, so do not format it on your laptop and then stick it in right here. Use the settings on the camera for the micro SD of the camera. Formatting warning, it's off. These are the factory settings, the default settings. If you want, or if you think you've done something wrong, you can put it back in default mode here. The license plate number, I didn't put it. Okay, here you can put your personal text right here, and finally the software version. make sure you have the latest firmware version and everything up to date. I have the 29 megabits per second for the front camera and 15 megabits per second for the back camera firmware. This is a custom firmware version that you can find on YouTube. There is a channel that is specialized just in these things, and you have there all the steps you need to take in order to make it like this. So this is about it. I hope this video will answer all your questions regarding this issue. As always, thank you for watching. I wish you all the best and take care wherever you are.